What's up, parents, guardians, and people with teenagers in your lives? I'm so incredibly grateful we have this opportunity to meet together to hear about an event that's coming our way in 2023. But just at the front, in case we haven't gotten the chance to meet yet, my name is Kyle Mowney, and I'm the family pastor here at Vernal Christian Church. And I want you to know from myself and my entire team of Summit and Ascent volunteers, it is our greatest joy and honor and privilege and blessing to be able to partner with you in guiding your teens into encountering and exploring who Jesus is, and then being able to encourage them to engage in his kingdom and empower others into that same loving and personal relationship with Jesus. That's our mission as a ministry, our mission as a church, and we are, again, so grateful to be able to do that with you. And so that's why I'm reaching out to let you know about SnowBlast 2023. I think by far this is one of the greatest opportunities we have to be able to provide our teenagers with an experience that will do all four of those things. And so real quick, let me give you a trip overview of what to expect. SnowBlast 2023 is an event where we go skiing together. We join in with other churches in the area, and more than that, we go out of town to just get away from Vernal for a weekend and to worship the risen King and to see the greater kingdom of what's going on around us, but also what's going on in and through us. And so the trip, SnowBlast, is going to be the last weekend in January 2023. It's January 27th, 28th, 29th. That's a Friday. We'll leave Vernal around 1:30 p.m. as long as all the roads look clear. And then we will go for the whole weekend and come back Sunday night, hopefully again by 5 p.m. Again, with road conditions and everything else. If everything goes according to plan, we'll be back by 5 p.m. Now, the total cost for this trip is $200. And I know it's soon and I know it's quick, and I'm sorry for not being able to give this to you sooner, but a $100 deposit is needed per participant by January 8th. That's the second Sunday in January. I know with the holidays, Christmas season, everything else that's going on, I don't want your child to miss out, and I'll talk to you more about that later, so stick with me through this video. But let me just tell you why we go on this trip. We, as a ministry, as a student ministry, we've been going to the SnowBlast thing for 5, 6, 7 years now. I got to go back and figure it out. But I think it's just such a great opportunity for teenagers who are part of our ministry to just get out together, to build bonds, to build friendships and relationships with each other that otherwise they would miss out on. And that's why we're including the Ascent middle school group with us this year, is we want to bridge that gap between high school and middle school and hopefully see a more cohesive student ministry, but also just to give them a break from whatever's going on at school, at home, with sports, and not even bad things, but just the busyness of the routine and schedule and chores and everything else they have to do, to be able to just get away, to focus not only on each other, but their own relationship to God, and to explore and dive into his word and maybe see something that they're missing. And so that's why this year the theme is called One Way. And we're just talking about the simplicity and centrality of Jesus being the way, the truth, and the life. Now, let me give you all the details about our schedule, the financials, the forms, and you, the parent, your involvement in this thing. Like I said, we're going to leave Friday by 1:30 p.m. We're going to drive down to Grand Junction. Our host is Isaac Stefanos, who's the student minister over at Clifton Christian Church, and they've been putting this thing on as long as we've been partnering with them. Super excited to get back together again. But when we go down to Grand Junction, we will stay at a hotel, and that hotel has a conference center, and that's where we'll do our worship sessions. We're going to have 3 of those throughout the weekend, one Friday night, one Saturday night, and one Sunday morning together. Like I said, the event's open to a lot of churches in the area. Can't wait to see how many show up and get to be a part of this thing. But all the while there's these other groups that we'll get to interact with during those worship sessions. Anytime we break for small groups, we travel to the ski, any of those things, we'll always do that together just as our church and our group. And so while we're at the hotel, it'll be our teen boys that room together and girls with girls, and then adult boys with adult boys and adult girls with adult girls while we're staying in those hotel rooms, just for security and safety of everyone involved. Then Friday night after a worship session, we'll go do something fun, stay out late, burn more energy, come back, and then rest for the evening. And then Saturday we'll wake up pretty early so that we can go to breakfast. And then after breakfast, we'll head to Clifton where we'll pack lunches. And then we head up on the mountain and we ski pretty much all day from like 9 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. And then we'll come back, freshen up, have another evening worship session Saturday. And then after that, if anyone still has some energy, we'll go out and we'll play some night games together. Of course, in everything we do, we always go together as a group together the entire time. We'll come back, rest again, Sunday morning, get to sleep in a little bit, and then have breakfast at the hotel. And again, a third and final time to just worship together. Isaac's bringing in guest speaker and a worship band, and just so excited for that opportunity we have. So real quick, if that interests you and you want to be a part of that, I need you to fill out the form that is located in this post, wherever you saw this, whether through the text, the Facebook page, the Instagram page, or you just found it on YouTube, through our YouTube page. I want to make sure this gets in your hands. There's a Google link form, and I need that filled out ASAP. That'll help me be able to plan our travel and our time together, as much as Isaac needs all that info. But I just want to make sure it's clear from the get-go. That $100 deposit is non-refundable, and by paying that deposit, by filling out that form, you are saying that you will be responsible for the total cost of that trip per participant. I know things come up. I know it's a crazy world out there, but in order to not leave Isaac and Clifton Christian Church hanging, I want us to make sure that we're able to commit to this trip fully. Now, I only need the $100 deposit by January 8th. I need the other $100 before or on the day we leave, but if you want to pay for the whole thing up front, that's totally fine. That'll secure your spot on this trip. Those finances, they can either be presented to cash directly to me so that I can record them and make sure I have your name down, or you can write a check to Vernal Christian Church and in the memo line put SnowBlast. And then that way I know that it's going to that event. That just helps us out on the admin side, keep everything simple and straight. But like I said, that form is most important. Then I need that deposit. And I just want you to know it's always my goal, my ambition, my dream for any team that wants to go on this kind of trips to be able to go. So please do not let finances be the reason why your teens miss out. If you need some financial assistance, we have some available. But more than that, I want to work with you. I want to walk with you into making sure that your team can go to this trip. So if that is a concern, please reach out to me as soon as possible. That way we can begin looking at some options together. Lastly, I just want to tell you about parent involvement. And I know when I say parent involvement, immediately you want to skip to the end of the video, but I just want to give you a bunch of different ways you can be involved in this trip and in this process and in the next couple months while we prepare. And the first is this: sign up and send your child. I think they're going to get an incredible experience, probably life-changing, that they'll be able to look back on for years and years to come. So that's number one. Number two, I want you, whether you send your child or not, since you're here at this point of the video, just be praying for that event. Be praying for safety and travel. Be praying as we all gather together that there's unity under Christ, and be praying for lives to truly be changed. It doesn't just happen by having fun, but I think there needs to be fun, especially in those times when we come to some deep questions about who Jesus is and what he can do for us and why we need him in our lives. And so let's be praying that message is spoken and heard clearly, and that we make it back safely to Vernal. And the third one is this: I want you to join in, and that looks a couple different ways. One, I want to offer you the option that if you would like to join us as a parent, as a sponsor of this trip, someone who can go and chaperone, please reach out to me as soon as possible. That way we can start talking about what that opportunity looks like. Also, I want you to join in just when it comes to the forums, when it comes to the finances, when it comes to all of these things, the updates I send out. Please read them, reflect. If you have any questions, always come and ask. I would love to fill you in on anything. I think it's going to be incredible. I think we're going to have a great time, and I think this might just be the kickstart to 2023 we all need. So, super excited for SnowBlast 2023. If I've left anything out, please send me a message so I can answer those questions. And again, don't let finances be the reason why your child doesn't get to go. Nothing's impossible with the Lord. Thank you so much. Love you all. Talk to you later.